Welcome everyone. We have been discussing about this chapter enzymes. We have come to this conclusion part of this chapter. Here in this last part, we will see about this nomenclature of enzymes, how the enzymes are named, what are the different types of enzymes, that is categories of enzymes based on their classification. So, nomenclature is nothing but giving names. After classifying the enzymes, giving names to this one. Here in this one, according to this, the names of the enzymes are given by this instruction of this organization, that is IUB, International Union of Biochemistry. For the nomenclature, the rules which are given, that rules and regulations which is followed is of this institute IUB, that is International Union of Biochemistry, and according to this, here the enzymes are classified into 6 groups. The enzymes are classified into 6 groups. According to IUB, International Union of Biochemistry, the enzymes have been classified under 6 groups, and they are given 6 different, that is these 6 groups are given different names. And here along with these names of the 6 groups, here it is also given, that is enzyme commission number is also given. So, enzymes are named according to this group, that is enzymes are divided into 6 groups. Enzymes are divided into 6 groups, and each group will have the that is enzyme commission number. So, those 6 groups are, the first one is, the first type of enzymes are oxidoreductases. The 6 type of enzymes are, the first one oxidoreductases. The first type of enzyme, group of enzymes are oxidoreductases. The second group of enzymes is of transferases. The third group is of hydrolases. The fourth group is of lyases, and fifth group is isomerases, and the sixth group is ligase. And all of you, that is, we have already heard these names. We have already heard these names: ligases, isomerases, lyases, hydrolases. So, when we were studying about this biotechnology, we were discussing about this molecular biology and all. So, we have discussed these enzymes. We have discussed about these enzymes. We are familiar with these names, that is lyases, isomerases, ligases, isomerases we have seen during this respiration, glycolysis and Krebs cycle and all. So, here now the enzymes, according to this IUB, the enzymes are categorized into 6 groups. The first group of enzyme is oxidoreductases. So, as we go, so we said that it is also given this enzyme commission number. So, here this is EC1 is oxidoreductases, EC enzyme commission number 2 is transferases, enzyme commission 3 is hydrolases. So, like this, EC4 is lyases, EC5 is isomerases, EC6 is ligases. So, a enzyme commission number is given, and the enzymes are divided into 6 groups. Enzymes are divided into 6 groups. We will take each group one by one individually. The first one is oxidoreductases. So, oxido means, here 2 reactions are being taken. One is oxidation reaction and another is reduction reaction. 2 reactions are taking place. Oxidoreduction, that is oxidation reaction as well as reduction reaction. So, here something is added, oxygen is added and hydrogen is reduced. Okay. So, now these reactions are also called as redox reactions. These reactions are called as redox reactions, where something is added and something is being removed. So, something is oxidized and something is reduced. In this type of reaction, something is oxidized and something is reduced. So, here what is happening is, so here in this reaction which we have seen this one, 3-phosphoglyceroldehyde. In this reaction of 3-phosphoglyceroldehyde, so it will change into 3-phosphoglyceroldehyde is changing into 2-phospho, that is 2-diphosphoglyceric acid. Here glyceroldehyde is changing into phosphoglyceric acid. How it is changing? Here what is happening is, here in this NAD, hydrogen is being added. In NAD, hydrogen is being added and it is changing into NADH2. Here in this, oxygen is added. In this phosphoglyceraldehyde, oxygen is added, and to this NAD, hydrogen is added. So both of them are, this is oxidation and this is reduction. So here with this 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde has changed into 1,2-diphosphoglyceric acid. Glyceraldehyde has changed into glyceric acid, and NAD, this electron acceptor, has accepted the hydrogen and it has changed into NADH2. So here that is oxidation and reduction reactions are taking place. So here this type of reactions are also called as redox reactions. Okay. So the enzyme which helps here is phosphoglyceraldehyde dehydrogenase. In the presence of this enzyme phosphoglyceraldehyde dehydrogenase, phosphoglyceraldehyde, 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde is changing into 1,2-diphosphoglyceric acid, and NAD plus is being reduced to NADH2. So here this type of enzymes are called as oxidoreductases. They are grouped under oxidoreductases, where in this reaction both oxidation and reduction, that is both of them are taking place. Okay. Now coming to this, here another example for this oxidoreductases, cytochrome oxidase is also one example of oxidoreductases enzyme. Phosphoglyceraldehyde dehydrogenase is also oxidoreductase enzyme. Here cytochrome oxidase is also a oxidoreductase enzyme. So here in this both reactions are taking place, oxidation reaction as well as reduction reaction, and these reactions are called as redox reaction, and this oxidation and reduction reaction takes place because of the enzymes oxidoreductases. Okay. Now coming to this next group of enzyme, those are called as transferases. The next group of enzymes are transferases. As the name itself it is saying, it is transferring something. These types of enzymes will transfer something. What it transfer? It transfers from one functional group to the another functional group. So here the enzyme, this is the name of the enzyme, that is glutamate pyruvate transaminase. Glutamate pyruvate transaminase. Here glutamic acid, in this what happens, this enzyme which is transferase, it is transferring an amino group. It is transferring an amino group. So what is happening? Glutamic acid plus pyruvate in the presence of this enzyme give rise to alanine plus alpha ketoglutaric acid. Alpha ketoglutaric acid. So what is happening here? From this glutamic acid, an amino group is transferred to this pyruvate, thereby changing it into alanine and alpha ketoglutaric acid. So here an amino group from this glutamic acid is transferred to pyruvate. An amine group from this glutamic acid is transferred to this pyruvate. So which enzyme is transferring this amine group from this glutamic acid to pyruvate? The enzyme is glutamate pyruvate transaminase. It is itself saying it is transferring what? Trans means transferring. What it is transferring? An amino group. It is transferring an amino group. So this is an example of the enzyme which is transferring the amino group. So other enzyme will be transferring another functional group. So here the enzymes which transfers the functional group from one substance to the other substance is called as what? Those enzymes are called as transferases. transferases. It is transferring the functional group. Here many functional group are there. One such example is amino group is transferred from glutamic acid to pyruvate. Okay, glutamic acid to pyruvate. So now other functional groups can also be transferred because of the other enzymes, and the enzymes, this group, this set of enzymes which transfers the functional group, those group of enzymes are called as transferases. This is one such example, and there are many enzymes which are belonging to this group, that is transferases. Now coming to this third group, which is hydrolases. Hydrolases means, hydro means by taking water, lysis means breaking down. It breaks down the product by using water. By using water, it breaks down the substance into smaller substance. By using water, it breaks down the bigger substance into smaller substances. Example of one such here is starch, which is present in the food we eat, because the plants will store the food in the form of starch. So here the food which we eat is in the form of starch. So when we eat this food, so as soon as it is taken inside our mouth salivary amylase will be present. Salivary amylase will be present. So this salivary amylase will change the starch, will break the starch into maltose, isomaltine and limit dextrins. These are the, so this one substance, one bigger molecule is being broken down into these smaller molecules. How it is breaking down? By the addition of water molecule. See here in this one, this starch, these are carbohydrates. We all know how carbohydrates are formed. These are carbohydrates are nothing but the monomers of sugars. Sugars are joined together. Many sugar molecules are joined together and make a polysaccharide. Starch is a polysaccharide. So how this sugar small monomers are joined? By the removal of water molecules, by dehydrogenation reaction. So what we are doing is, in two monomers, that is two glucose molecules, from these two glucose molecules a water molecule is removed, and because of this removal of the water molecule a bond is formed between two monomers. So how is the bond formed? Because of the removal of the water molecule, and that reaction is called as dehydrogenation. So what we are doing in dehydrogenation reaction? Removing the water and making the bond. Okay, small substances are combined by making a bond. How is this bond formed? Because of the removal of water molecule. Okay, now two substances have joined. In this, what is being done? This joined substances are being separated. Hydrolases, lases means breaking. Okay, so how it is separated? How these two joined substances are separated? It was joined by the removal of water molecule. Now how can we separate? By adding the water molecule. If we add the water molecule, this bigger molecule will be broken down into smaller molecules. So here this hydrolases will add water, okay, and break the bond, and changing this bigger substances or bigger molecules into smaller molecules. So amylase with the help of water. Amylase with the help of water will break down starch bigger molecule into smaller molecules. Okay, so this type of enzyme. So one such enzyme or hydrolase is, amylase is an example of hydrolases. There are many such enzymes which use water to break down the substances. So all such enzymes which use water to break down the bigger molecules into smaller molecules, those are called as hydrolases. Okay, and the fourth set of enzyme, fourth group of enzyme is lyases. In this also what is happening is, the bigger molecule is broken down into smaller molecule. In both these cases, bigger molecules are broken down into smaller molecules. Here also fructose 1,6 in lyases. In this reaction, fructose 1,6 biphosphate is converted into two molecules of that is two molecules. One molecule is of phosphoglyceraldehyde and another is dihydroxyacetone. If you go back to this glycolysis, you will be seeing this reaction in this glycolysis, where fructose 1,6 biphosphate, which is a 6 carbon compound, is breaking down into 2 3 carbon compounds. One 3 carbon compound is phosphoglyceraldehyde and another compound is dihydroxyacetone. Okay. So, what is happening? Big molecule is broken down into 2 smaller molecules. Here also big molecule is broken down into many smaller molecules, but here in this type these enzymes use water to break the bonds, but here whereas in the lyases there is no water use, water is not used. Without water they will break the bigger molecules into smaller molecules. With the help of water they are breaking the bigger molecules into smaller molecules, here without the help of water. So, that is why only lyases here, hydrolases, hydro means by using the water, only here the name is given lyases, just they will break the bigger components into the smaller components without water, So, this is the fourth group of enzyme. So, aldolase is the enzyme which is breaking this fructose 1,6 biphosphate to 2 molecules of that is 3 carbon compounds, that is phosphoglyceraldehyde is one compound and dihydroxyacetone is the another compound. So, which enzyme is breaking this big molecule into small molecule? Aldolase. So, aldolase is the enzyme, is one such enzyme which comes under the group lyases. So, there are many enzymes which comes under group lyases. Aldolase is one example of lyase. Now, coming to this next one, isomerases. Isomerase means changing it into a substance is changing into its isomer, another form. Glucose is changing into fructose. Glucose is also 6 carbon compound. Fructose is also a 6 carbon compound. So, here it is changing its form. Glucose is changing into fructose. Both of them, glucose and fructose, are the isomers. Glucose and fructose are the isomers, just with the change in the structure. Same number of atoms, same number of molecules, that is same 6 glucose molecules will be there. Okay. Formula for this is also C6H12O6 and formula for this is also C6H12O6. Everything is same, but the structure is different. How these atoms are arranged, they are different. So, that makes the difference. So, structural change will be there, but every other thing is the same. So, here the enzyme which changes this form of a substance into another form without changing anything, only the structure is changed. So, such enzymes are called as isomerases. So, here glucose is changing into fructose, glucose 6-phosphate is changing into fructose 6-phosphate. So, it is an isomerase, enzyme is isomerase. So, which isomerase? Because here this is a 6 carbon compound, okay. It is also changing into 6 carbon compound. So, hexoisomerase. Hexoisomerase is the enzyme which is changing the structure from, or which is changing the form of a substance from one form to another form. So, these group of enzymes are called as isomerases, which changes the form from one to another. So, now coming to this last group of enzymes which are called as ligases. We have seen that this in the biotechnology and all. Ligase means the enzyme which joins. It joins the bond between carbon and oxygen, carbon and hydrogen, carbon, that is oxygen and nitrogen. It joins by making the bonds. Ligases are the enzymes which join one compound with the another compound by making the bonds. Here in this hydrolases and lyases, bonds are broken down. Bigger molecules are broken down into smaller molecules by breaking of bonds. So, here breaking of bonds with water and breaking of bonds without water, but here in ligase it is the opposite of this one. It is opposite of hydrolases or liases. In this both bonds are broken down, but here two molecules are combining. How they are combining? Because of the formation of bonds between two atoms. Because of the formation of bond between two atoms. So here at these atoms the formation of bond can be between any two atoms. It can be between oxygen and phosphate, it can be between oxygen and hydrogen, it can be between carbon and oxygen, it can be between carbon and hydrogen. So here bonds will be formed, and because of this formation of bonds, here the substances will be joined together. Substances will be joined together. Here in this reaction, glutamic acid when it combines with amine group, so in the presence of ATP, it forms glutamine, and ATP is changed into ADP with the release of inorganic phosphate, and the enzyme which is joining this is the glutamine synthetase. Glutamine synthetase. So here just remember this, in ligases bonds are formed. Okay, ligases bonds are formed. Because of this formation of bonds, that is two compounds are joining together to make, two small compounds are joining together to make a big compound. In this hydrolases, big compounds are broken down into smaller compounds by using of water molecule. In liases, bigger molecules are broken down into smaller molecules but without water. In this isomerases, the substance is changing its form from one to another because of the enzyme. Okay, isomerases, such enzymes are called as isomerases. Now transferases, it transfers one functional group to the another. It transfers the functional group from one substance to another substance. Okay, transferases transfers the functional group from one substance to another substances. And in this oxidoreductases, both oxidation and reduction reaction takes place where oxygen is added and hydrogen is also, that is reduction reaction will also take place. Hydrogen is added here, hydrogen is added. So that is why NAD is reduced to NADH2. So both the oxygen and reduction reaction takes place. So those enzymes which helps in the taking place of this oxidation and reduction reaction, those enzymes are called as oxidoreductases. So these are the different groups in which the enzymes are divided. Enzymes are divided into 6 groups. We have 6 types of enzymes. Okay, one type of enzyme helps in oxidation reduction reaction. One type of enzyme help in the transfer of functional group from one substance to another substance. Another type of enzymes will help in the breaking of bigger molecules into smaller molecules by the addition of water. One type of one group of enzymes breaking the bigger molecules without the addition of water. Isomerases changing the form, and ligases joining the two smaller substances into a bigger substance by making the bonds. So with this we have finished the lesson enzymes.